Welcome to the studio, little Zac. Are you going to sing a song for me? You are, aren't you?
Go on.
No.
No. I bet you don't know Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. I bet you don't.
You do. Sing Twinkle Twinkle into the
You
light.
don't know it. You're down very low. Do you want to get your own microphone?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sing Twinkle Twinkle. Twinkle Twinkle.
Good boy. I wonder what you...
Go.
I should keep my mouth shut.
Up above the...
It's all new to him, right?
Yeah.
Radio studio with all of this equipment. Perfectly normal for a 3-year-old to want to tear it all apart. But what are we looking at? We're nearly 6 months now since that day.
Yeah, it is.
My God,
Yeah.
doesn't time fly?
Yeah, it's at the time it didn't. I suppose the last since we came home it has gone fast, but at the time it didn't. It was like we were just stopped in time, you know. But yeah, he's doing
Is he flying now?
he's doing so well. Yeah, because he had a broken collarbone, broken shoulder blade, fractured hip, collapsed left lung, bleed on the brain, and then the DAI brain injury. Yeah.
God. And he looks fighting fit now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a miracle. He's a miracle. Yeah, he is.
And is he going back for more rehab? Is he signed up to Temple Street or
We
something?
just
National rehab?
we just got a phone call yesterday that he's going to the National Rehabilitation Centre in Dunleary Monday. He's going there.
What will they do?
They do an assessment on him the first 2 weeks, and then they'll put a plan together of what his plan will be. I'm like, physically he's very strong.
Superb.
Very strong physically. I suppose it's just more what they're concerned about now is that he does have a brain injury. So will it be learning difficulties, like his memory, how he'll retain information? Could be an intellectual disability, but we just don't know. Or he mightn't have anything, please God.
Like, have you noticed a difference between, say, now and 12 months ago?
Oh yeah, the old Zac and the new Zac, I call it, because you kind of have to get, like, there is loads of the old Zac there, but there's parts of there's new Zac as well. Like, he'd have a lot of sensory things that he would never have had. Like, if he gets upset about something, it can go on for over an hour. Like, you can't get around him. You just
have to go with it.
You have to go with it, yeah. And he'd be extremely emotional.
I think he wants to be a singer.
Yeah.
Dad, is that mic working?
Yeah.
I haven't spoken to you before, so you're welcome as well. Welcome, Paul.
Thanks.
Chilly Mac. I mean, I spoke over, the last 5 or 6 months with Aisling, even up above in hospital, but not yourself, because you were in the thick of it, up and down, working, going up at the crack of dawn and stuff like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, looking after the other 2 kids.
Yeah, that would have been Belle and Max.
Yeah.
How are they getting on?
Bella's fine. Max took it a bit hard, like, still does, like.
Yeah.
He finds it hard there. Like, sometimes there out the road, he'd be like, "Oh, just run in," like, and the board people are coming. He's very emotional as well, like.
He's reliving the day. I mean, was he there that day?
He saw him on the road, like, he saw him lying on the ground, like,
Yeah.
Is it any wonder that he'd be reliving the nightmare?
Yeah, I think what happened afterwards as well, I suppose it was everyone was talking about it. Everyone in school was talking about it. I remember my sister collected him from school one day, and we were in Dublin, and Zac was in ICU. Like, he was very bad.
Very bad.
And
it was so touch and go. We just
it was.
Didn't know.
And we thought that, I suppose we tried to keep things as normal as possible, send the other kids, make sure they went to school and all their activities. And he came out of school one day crying, and it wasn't a malicious thing. It was just, obviously kids are listening to bits of conversations or whatever, and somebody said, "Oh, I heard your brother died," and he said, "No, he didn't die." And then when he came out of school crying, and he rang me, and like a 7-year-old, he just said, "Mom, put him on the phone." He didn't believe me. Put him on the phone. Sure, he couldn't talk.
You're lovely. He's a stylish little fella, isn't he?
Yeah, he's handsome. Yeah.
I'll put that in the bin.
Ah, you will not put it in the bin. That's no way. I'd be shot. You put that in the bin. You know what that is? Do you know what it is?
Sing, you sing into talking to.
More.
Were you amazed at the outpouring of sympathy and also the whole fundraising aspect, which
It was unbelievable.
I don't even
like,
remember what it went to, but it went to some phenomenal amount.
Yeah, it was just like people were so good to us.
He
like
reminds me of my son Luke when he was that age, like
Yeah.
a little wrecker, a tornado.
yeah, a rogue.
Yeah. Wants to be in
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. Yeah, people were just so good to us. Like, it's unbelievable. And like, just we got messages from all over the country. We got cards sent. I got beautiful knitted dolls sent to the house for the other kids. Like, we got it was unbelievable. Really, people were just so good.
Oh my God, he's gonna knock us off the air if he gets his way. Yeah, over 50 grand.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It's just like
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
because in the early days, nobody knew what the future held for me. Indeed, whether he, I mean,
No.
it must have been devastating as a dad, looking on so helpless.
Yeah, it was the worst nightmare. Just looking at him lying in the bed for 12 days, not opening his eyes, not moving, just sporadic movements, like
Look at him
little
now.
jerks here, yeah. Trying to keep him down now is
Yeah.
the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's after making a remarkable comeback.
Isn't he?
Yeah. He's back to his old tricks now.
So did you get any summer holidays?
Well, we had holidays booked from last year with them. We had it booked in September with all my sisters and their kids and whatever. And I went away with Belle and Max for a week. We had it booked for 2 weeks just because they were looking forward to
They
it,
needed-
and they needed a break.
Yeah.
So we went for the week, like Paul and Zac didn't go.
Where'd you
know.
go?
Alcudia.
Oh, it's lovely.
It's lovely. It's lovely. It's
Great for
really
kids.
lovely for families, young families.
Have you been there before?
Yeah, we
yeah,
go
were
there.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
So you got Christmas to look forward to now.
do you know? Yeah.
Do you know Santa Claus? Who's he? Who is he?
It gets
He
me.
brings you toys.
Get you shoes.
Yeah. And how do you get the toys? Does he bring them in the front door?
Yeah.
No, down the
Down the hill.
down the hill, and then down the chimney. Yeah, Santa Claus. And because you're a very good boy, you're going to get lots of toys, aren't you?
Oh, he's going to be spoiled.
Is he?
Yeah.
I joined.
Like
Spoils.
no other child and no other year.
Yeah. We're going to have to make it the best. You know, we've had such a horrendous year.
But you're all back together in the home together now all of the time.
Yeah. Well, Monday now again, we're going to be back on the road again. Do you know how long he'll be up there? We don't know. Like, so, or hopefully.
Like it really turned your lives upside down.
Oh, completely. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure that
For
all
6
the
months now, is it?
siblings.
Yeah, completely. Yeah. We tried to divide the week. Like, we'd change on a Wednesday and on a Sunday. Like, he'd come up. And we'd change over that way with the hospital, so that we could see the other kids as well and try to keep things as normal as possible.
Were
you know?
you there? Were you there that day, or were you away? Or were you?
No, I was on my way home from work. I was coming through Mahon Point when the phone rang, just to say Zac was knocked down. So I was kind of like rushing through the traffic, and
You were at home,
I was, yeah.
so you
Yeah.
rang him.
But I got a neighbour to ring him. I just told somebody to ring Paul, so somebody rang him.
And,
Yeah.
initially I just thought, maybe a broken leg or something.
Mm.
Then
And
turned the corner and I was like,
I was screaming like a banshee. I said, "He's dead! He's dead!" I thought he was dead.
Looked that way to you.
Even though he was breathing, like his chest was pounding up and down, but he was unconscious. He was bleeding from the head. I automatically went to pick him up, and something just told me, don't move him. Don't move him. And I'll never forget it. It was just horrendous. Yeah, shocking. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah,
No,
I know.
life is so fragile, isn't it?
I know. Do you know, like, there were so many awful things happened the last few months, isn't there, with young kids, like, and
Avery Green drowning over in Spain.
unbelievable.
Just like that.
Unbelievable. Like, it's just so, like,
close to
scary.
home,
It's yeah. And that
Do you look at things differently now? Things that matter and things that don't matter.
Oh yeah, 100%.
yeah,
Yeah,
completely change your life.
definitely.
Like, yeah.
yeah. It's kids and family first now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to see what happens now with regards to the guards and the investigation and the court case and all of that. We
Yeah.
certainly can't talk about that.
Yeah.
But I think you'll be anxious to have your day in court.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
So I see we're beating the sugar into him now. Well done.
Hello.
Yeah, as if he wasn't wired enough.
I know.
Hello. Are they nice? Can I have one, please?
No.
Ah, please.
No.
You can throw one. Why don't you throw me one? Throw it.
You guys sick.
You'll get sick.
I get sick. He's a smart kid. Did he get to the Aviva Stadium? Was he at the Switzerland match?
Yeah, we went Temple Street for a
po-
check-up on Thursday, so...
We stayed
Yeah,
overnight
stayed
and we went
overnight
to
and
the
we went to
Aviva. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, he loved it actually, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was sitting in the chair and all he was doing, everyone was clapping, and then when they got the goal and everyone jumped up, and Paul jumped up and my dad was with us as well, and he jumped up, and next thing he turned on to everyone and he goes, "Calm down."
What's he saying? Are they gone? Oh, gone. And didn't he meet? It was Ian Rush he met, wasn't it?
Ian Rush down for it, yeah.
That was a good day. That was a golf classic, was it?
Yeah, it was the Liverpool
And of course you got to
Foundation.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good day, in fairness. No, they were very good with him. Like.
Yeah.
And
Because I know we're going to organise some kind of a match at Anfield when it suits, you know.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
That'll
brilliant.
be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they'd all
he'd
love
it,
it. Yeah, and
Have
Max
you been?
would love it.
I was in Anfield with my brother a couple of years. I don't follow Liverpool. I follow
Leeds
Leeds.
for your sins.
I know. Chicago.
Yeah, the kids, the three of them. My brother
So
has
where
them.
did Zach get Liverpool from then? Why didn't he follow Dad?
They
No,
all
my
follow
brother,
Liverpool.
my brother.
Paul's brother. Yeah,
He
they
was
all.
drilled into them, like so.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You would think that Zach would follow the team that his dad follows.
No,
No,
it
I
was
won't
sure
put him
like
through
his
that
Leeds, like.
Hello, Mom.
You ate them?
Yeah.
All gone. Do you like Leeds United?
No.
No. Your dad likes Leeds United, don't you?
No.
Who do you like?
You play.
Oh, me too. Liverpool.
You going to sing Mo Salah song? Mo Salah. Go on.
If you sing it, I'll give you more sweets.
Huh?
If you sing, I will give you more sweets.
You sing the Mo Salah song and he give you more jelly.
Me more jelly.
Yeah, you sing Mo Salah first.
Oh no. We'll have social services on top of it.
Sing it.
Bring me more jelly.
You have to sing first. You have to sing a song first. Okay?
No song, no jellies.
I go on.
Go on.
What?
Sing a song. Sing.
Or show that in the bin.
You'd be throwing about $5,000 into the bin if you threw that away.
That's
And he
thing.
started back in preschool then.
We started
weeks ago, yeah.
preschool, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, started back 2 weeks ago. So
Yeah.
he loves it. He loves
Every
it.
step forward
Yeah.
is just like another milestone for you.
Yeah.
He's grand.
We didn't think that he'd be this way. Like they told us that he.
Well, when you heard
probably
brain
wouldn't.
injury, you thought the worst, didn't you?
Yeah.
You thought wheelchair, non-communicative.
Yeah, and I remember the ICU doctor, one of the ICU doctors, saying to me that he's probably not going to be the same little boy that he was. Do you know? And
But they were honest, really.
They were they were very honest. Yeah. I think he is just the fact that he's come on like this with the injury that he has. I think I thoroughly believe that he was given a miracle. People say they,
Lily.
you know, I've never prayed so much in my life for a miracle, and I'm convinced that he got one.
Well, the physical injuries were so extensive, weren't they? And now, nearly 6 months later,
Yeah.
like they've all mended and knitted perfectly.
Do you know, I just think that he's so like they said to me that if he was a passive little fella that would just kind of sit there and expect people to do things for him, maybe he could still be in a bad place. But the fact that he's a real get up and goer, like that he is, that's why he's after coming on so well. Like,
What was his third birthday like? Because that was fairly recently, wasn't it?
yeah, it was
Yeah,
the
15th of July.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a great day. He had Bunks Box down in Blackrock Hurling Club. They were fabulous. Mickey Mouse and
Do you like Mickey Mouse?
Yeah.
Does he have big ears?
No.
He does.
No.
He does.
No eyes. belly.
I can see your belly. Daddy will tickle your belly. So thank you, Zac.
Get out.
Bye bye.
Get out.